Here are 10 signs that you may have been indoctrinated by American capitalist propaganda. Number 1 is that you associate capitalism with words like good, freedom, democracy, successful, rich, when capitalism doesn't have anything to do with any of those words, and your understanding of capitalism boils down to something like free markets or the exchange of goods and services, when that's just commerce, not capitalism. Number 2 is that you associate socialism with words like bad, poor, oppressed, authoritarian, dictatorship, or your understanding of socialism boils down to something like socialism means when the government owns everything. Number 3 is that your focus in politics is in culture wars, where you blame poor and marginalized groups like trans people or immigrants for your economic woes, instead of focusing your efforts on the group of people who are actually exploiting you, the capital-owning class. Number 4 is you believe that the class war is rich versus poor, and that you believe that your class is determined by how much money you make, when in reality what's important to determine your class is how you are able to obtain the money to begin with, and the class war isn't rich versus poor, but labor versus capital, the working class versus capitalists. Which leads me to number 5, where you call yourself a capitalist, yet you have to work for a living and you don't own any capital. If you have to work for a living, you're a working class person, and you might even associate the term working class with being poor or inferior, when in reality, working class just means that you build your wealth through your own personal labor. Number 6 is you believe the United States has the biggest military in the world to spread freedom and democracy, when in reality it exists to bully and exploit and oppress weaker countries of their resources, impoverishing them and enriching the United States. Which is related to number 7, where you believe that socialist countries fail on their own, when in reality, socialist countries fail from capitalist countries' interference, which capitalists have a vested interest in making sure socialism fails for the same exact reason that a king would have a vested interest in attempts at democracy failing. Number 8 is you believe that capitalism rewards hard work, when in reality, capitalism rewards your ability to exploit the labor of hundreds or thousands of other people's hard work. Number 9 is that you believe that liberalism is a politically left-wing ideology and you conflate liberals with leftists, when in reality, liberalism is a pro-capitalist ideology and the left starts at being anti-capitalist. And finally, number 10, you are a working class person, yet you still support either the Democratic or Republican parties, when both parties don't serve the interests of working class people, but they serve the interests of capital.